right, let me bring in these two ladies. Scottie Hughes, she's the news director of the Tea Party Network. She's a Republican strategist and a Trump supporter. Also with me, CNN political commentator S.E. Cupp, also a Republican. Let me move on to something else Trump said. He claims to remember seeing thousands upon thousands, his words, thousands upon thousands of American Muslims cheering in New Jersey as the Twin Towers came down on 9/11 back in 2001. Now, the mayor of Jersey City is calling Trump's comments, in a word, shameful. His critics say he's making the whole story up. In fact, Washington Post checked. It's false. I mean, what evidence would he have of that, S.E.?
Well, he said he's seen it on television, and I'd love to see the footage that he's referring to, because I remember 9/11 viscerally, and I remember walking home in Manhattan, 40 blocks to get to my apartment on that day, and passing white men running up to cab drivers with Arab drivers and yelling at them, "You did this, this is your fault." That happened more than once that day. It was a horrific thing to witness. I don't remember any Muslims jumping for joy in New York or seeing footage of any Muslims jumping for joy in New Jersey. And if he's going to level that charge, I think he should produce some evidence of it, because it just isn't what any of us remember.
There's two sides to every story. You just admitted yourself,
Scottie, I know you love some Donald Trump.
Right. Well, but there's two sides to every story. And I see, just go right now onto the online. I know you can't believe everything on the internet, but there are pictures, there are some videos that are being circulated around. There are people saying that we're in New Jersey, not Manhattan, that they saw this. But even the exact opposite. We didn't see this large outpouring by the Muslim community condoning 9/11. We didn't see the million Muslim march against Islamic terrorists. That's the problem with this. Silence speaks volumes right now in the Muslims in America. They're not. Well, but that's the thing. You're sitting there. You saw the thousands across the way. But the question is, there were not necessarily anybody saying it was wrong that it happened. You didn't see the thousands standing up saying, "We condone this." You saw silence. So maybe, in order to prevent these kind of rumors in the future, why don't the Muslim community come out and, as a united nation, say, "We condone what is going on with Islamic terrorists"? Not just put a spokesman from CARE out there. Let's see it across the country.
The Trump campaign is so
there have
ugly.
been plenty.
It is
I have
all
talked to
about division.
Many Muslims have come forward and absolutely condemned that and other attacks. S.E., final word.
Of course, and this is why the Trump campaign is so ugly. It's all about division. What Muslim Americans were doing on 9/11 to tie that and impugn an entire community of people, to tie that to what happened in Paris, or what could hypothetically happen if we start letting refugees in, is so craven and ugly.
It is not.
And
it is not, because they're not condoning it. They're not opening up communication.
Security
It has everything to do with it, because they're not saying against it. They're not sitting there and saying, they're not condoning the Islamic terrorist attacks on a whole. They're just sitting there saying, you know what, America, you're hateful people, so you need to not monitor us. I mean, it's really a false sense of impression on there.
Wow. Ladies, let's leave it. Scottie Hughes and S.E. Cupp, thank you so much.